It's like an episode of Falcon Crest without all the backstabbing. Welcome back. Not all grapes are created equal, and today we're learning about 2 more grapes and how they can change your wine experience. Give it up for our wine diva, the Angela Channing of our show, Leslee Miller, everyone. Do you know who Angela Channing is?
No.
She was the diva on CBS's Falcon Crest.
Oh, yes,
yeah,
yes,
she
yes,
owned the
of course.
winery.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I just watched it for Lorenzo Lamas.
Didn't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, congratulations on the new wine shop.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you. It's so exciting.
I wasn't there that day, and I live right by you, so yeah, I gotta come. Colin and I are like, where was our invite? But
I know. Kendall stole the show.
Well, doesn't she always? That's right. I love her. Okay,
all right.
So what are we doing today?
So we're comparing 2 grapes. Remember when we did this a couple weeks ago? And we talked about where wine comes from and how important it is to how the wine actually comes across your palate.
Yeah. I love
Giant
this.
difference, right? Okay, so you're going to start with this little Chablis.
Okay.
So we're comparing the 2 grapes, Chardonnay and Cabernet today. Chablis is northern Burgundy. This is a cool region. So climate here plays a giant difference in the way of how acid and actually the fruit sugars in the grape interact with the wine on your palate. So this, when you give it a nice big swirl.
Oh, whoops. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Audience, I forgot to swirl. Okay, there we go.
Training wheels, and then you lift it up into outer space.
Okay.
Now, when you put your whole nose inside the glass, you notice it actually kind of smells a little bit gravelly and a little salty.
Thank you for saying that. I was afraid I was going to offend you. It smells like gravel.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Now, this soil up here is all sorts of chalk. So you get that chalky note in the nose, and then the mouthfeel of it when you taste it.
I already did, yeah.
You did. You already did. It's super acidic,
yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
It makes your mouth water, salivate. It has that great line of acidic
I
value.
like this.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I
Lemon,
enjoy
lemony.
this.
So people always think that Chardonnay is like the grape that everybody thinks, oh, I don't drink it because it's too oaky. That has nothing to do with the grape. Literally.
See, I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
And I think I love this when this happens. I think you just changed, because I don't like Chardonnay. When I see it on a menu, I'm like, ugh.
Right.
Oak, wood.
Right.
I feel like the log lady from Twin Peaks. Like
right.
I'm just gnawing on wood, yeah.
That's sort of the New World version of this grape. People used to love to put it into brand new oak barrels. It kind of sucks it all out. This is sort of that style a little bit. In between, as you move around the world. Now, I love Chardonnay from Oregon. That's another one that I brought, and I totally invite people to get into the Willamette Valley for Chardonnay. You have sort of like this in between. And then when you head into places like Napa Valley, California, yes, it's warmer, and so the fruit definitely takes on a tone of having bigger, rounder, sort of tropical fruit notes.
Ooh, yeah.
Right? When you smell it, it's almost like a juicy, I'm going to say it, Oompa Loompa fruit parade going on here.
Oh, wow,
in the
that
glass.
is very apparent.
Yes, right.
And these are both the same
100% Chardonnay.
And
Yep.
again, the grape is named after the region, right?
Well, the grape is the grape.
The grape is the grape. No, say it.
So in France and Europe, the wines are always named after the region.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So Chablis is actually northern Burgundy, but here we're just talking about Napa, California, and this tends to be like a little bit rounder in the mouth, right?
I don't like Chardonnay. I like this.
Yeah, well, Brown Estate is really stunning.
Oh.
They're a gorgeous little winery.
I enjoy this a lot. Yeah. Okay, we'll continue.
Okay, we'll continue.
There we go.
Okay, so now we're going to go to France. And we're going to do the same thing with Cabernet. So when you look at French Cabernet, again, when you smell it, you're not going to
shake this too? Yeah, okay.
You shake it, you shake it,
okay.
you shake it. You get these like bright acidic notes, and you're always going to get sort of dirty, earthy notes coming out of old world wines. Whites, reds, pinks, the whole thing. Sparklings. Now, this kind of spicy.
You know what? It smells like an old library book.
Yes,
Yeah.
perfect.
An
Great.
old library book.
Perfect tasting notes,
Yeah.
Chase. Yes, it definitely has like a sort of a funkier note to it. Again, the acid comes through, but you smell a little bit more on the dirt and earth side. weird.
The audience is not loving my description of that one. Yeah.
They're like, yum.
Okay, may I?
Yes,
okay.
go for it. Yeah, so what you're getting here is a little bit more on the spicier side of things, right?
Mm-hmm. Not Old Library Book.
No.
No.
You get some nice fruit coming through.
It's popping.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh.
So again, the acid is higher as you're moving into the southern part of France.
Okay.
Versus moving into a place like the Margaret River, which is now we're moving into Australia. It's kind of a cool area because it's like Mediterranean climate. So it's again in between something like a California version where you're getting, I always get this sort of like eucalyptus side, like minty side to Australian Cabernet. And it's really just kind of beautiful, super juicy.
It smells like Spaceship Earth in Epcot Center.
Okay.
It does. Addie knows. It smells like the inside of Epcot Center's Spaceship Earth, the big ball.
Oh, wow.
It does.
Okay.
It smells just like it. And if
Strawberry
Addie smelled this, you would say the same thing. Yeah. Anyway, may I drink this now?
Yes, drink this.
Okay, I almost spilled. Oh my God, I almost tossed. Oh, that would
have been bad.
Though it would have been a great TV moment, it wouldn't have been a good friendship moment. No, it would not. Hey, should we do the last one? Jeff, should we come back maybe and do the last one? Okay, we have one more,
Yes,
right?
we do.
We have one more, and then you submitted some questions for Leslie. Really good ones. Like if you're just starting off with wine, Leslie's going to help you. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everyone. Cheers. Addie. Welcome back, my friends. So, more wine talk with Leslee Miller from Amusé Wine and the new Sip Better store in the North Loop of Minneapolis. Okay, we have one more.
Yes. Okay, the last one that I brought was a Cabernet from California. This is Paso Robles, Central Coast of California. It gets actually really nice and warm here. So again, when a grape is grown in a warmer climate, you always get these tones of big, sort of juicy fruit.
Yeah.
Now this, compared to that French one that you smelled, when you smell this, whoa.
Oh.
It is all about fruit, right?
Oh.
It's like you just took blackberry jam and,
Ooh.
you know,
if
just
I was,
bathed in it.
If I was a wine, I would be this wine.
Luscious.
Nothing but fruit.
Just luscious.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big blackberry notes, all that black cherry note going on here too. And then when you taste it, it's definitely super juicy. It has that note of like really being just very
I'm with
round,
Jeff, executive
lovely.
producer. This is my favorite.
Yeah.
Out of all of them, this
and
is,
the Fabulous, the Fabulous is always great. It's such a great bottle also too if you're having Cabernet for the first time.
Really?
Yes. Absolutely. The Fabulous.
Oh, look at that label too.
Yes.
Because if you're like Jeff and I said this, we buy by the label if it's a cool label. Is that like a Silence of the Lambs bug on there? What is that on there? Is it a moth?
It's a cicada, actually.
Oh, okay, fabulous.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. So many of you have asked questions. Not that I think, it's Buffalo Bill wine or anything, but some of you submitted questions about wine, so it's time for another round of Ask Leslie. So here we go. First up is Luann. Luann asks, I was looking for organic wine, and the woman helping me said, just drink French wines because they don't use chemicals. Is this true? And you're making a face like I'm pinching you or something.
Luann needs to come to Sip Better because she needs to come to my wine shop. That's really false information. So there's not a law there that says you can't use chemicals. So everybody sort of dictates, regions dictate what you can do. Now, of course, when you go into old world regions, Europe, they do oftentimes farm sustainably, organically, biodynamically, but that is not always the case. So France, no, it is not a rule or a law that there's no chemicals there.
Okay, false information.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad for people when they go to a place and
Trust
get the wrong info.
Next is Taylor. Hi, Taylor. He asks, how long does an opened bottle of wine last in the refrigerator? That's actually a really good question.
This is an amazing question because people ask this all the time.
Do they?
Yeah, they say, what if I suck out the vacuum piece that goes in here? What if I suck out the oxygen? What if I put it in my fridge? What if I put in the argon gas? All these things. Wine realistically has 2 days. It has 2 days.
That's it?
Yes,
no
it
matter
has
what
2
you do?
days, no
Because I have
matter.
one of those little air sucker things.
Yeah, you could Walt Disney cryogenically chamber these babies and they're still just 2 days. I know.
I think we all learned something. 2 days.
2
That's
days.
It. No matter if you have the vacuum or not.
That's right. This is why you buy box wine. I say this all the time. There's amazing box wines in the market, and you can actually keep a box wine for 4 weeks because there's no oxygen coming in. And
the person that's clapping is not a member of our audience. It's Kendall. Yeah. Okay, next.
Okay.
Marissa. She asks, hey, I'm fairly new to drinking wine. What is a good variety or bottle to start with?
Ooh, this is also another really good question. You know, people would say probably start with white, but I don't always think that that's the case. I mean, I love starting with a rosé. I think rosé is, think of it always as a lighter version of the red grape varietals that you already love. People already think too that rosé is sweet, and that is not the case. Or you could do something like a light-bodied white grape. Remember too that Riesling, we talk about this grape a lot, that everybody thinks it's sweet, but you know, really beautiful little Rieslings from Austria, that'd be a really fun grape to start with too.
Or just come in to sit better and ask Leslie. Finally, Erica, she asks, hey Leslie, what's your favorite wine opener? Are those expensive automatic openers worth the price?
Oh,
good questions.
Yeah, these are awesome questions, and I have so many clients that, you know, I'll go over to their home and they have like the giant with the, you know, the wings, all the gadgets, and I always say the waiter's corkscrew is absolutely the way to go. This is it. This is all you need.
You don't need anything else.
You really don't. Don't overspend your money on gadgets and all the other things around wine. This is it. This is the only thing as sommeliers and people in hospitality, this is what we use.
Say it. How do you say it again?
This is a waiter's corkscrew.
No.
Sommelier?
See, I pronounce it, I've been pronounced.
No, you say sommelier. Yes.
I can say that?
Yes.
You said it very fancy though.
So, Kendall learned how to say it. Sommelier. Sommelier. Kendall?
Sommelier. I don't know. Leslee Miller, I'll call her. There we go. Head to amusewine.com. Hey, it took me 7 seasons to pronounce that right. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everyone. Go to Leslie's Wine Shop.